Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm going to start with this. U.S. Senate Banking Committee Chair says SEC CFTC should consider ban on cryptocurrencies. This is almost laughable at this point. Because here's the thing, say you were to ban crypto inside the US, all you do is push the US behind as far as innovation. Like if Ripple was to lose that lawsuit, it hurts the US more than it hurts Ripple. They'll just move overseas and continue as business as usual. Us, as XRP investors, will still make money off of our investment because at some point, XRP is still going to rise in value. But the thing is, they also talk about this because they know crypto can make the average person rich if they invest in cryptocurrency. And it can happen almost overnight. They don't want a whole bunch of new crypto millionaires walking around. They want to get rich and they want to keep us poor. That's what it comes down to. Ban insider trading. Now, this is something that the SEC should definitely look into. Politicians and all that insider trading. Somebody needs to put an end to that, not crypto. The SEC nor anyone can ban crypto in the U.S. And then we see here Goldman Sachs on the hunt for bargain crypto firms after FTX fiasco. So it looks like Gary Gensler will be helping his buddies over at Goldman Sachs acquire a few more crypto exchanges or crypto firms in the near future. Germany calls for global regulation of crypto industry. Now, we know country after country is going through this regulations as far as crypto. Germany is just the latest to do it. And they go on to say, we've seen the self-regulated world. It will not work. Branson was speaking hours after U.S. prosecutors accused Sam Bankman-Fried, founder of cryptocurrency exchange FTX, of misappropriation of billions of dollars and violating campaign laws in what has been described as potential one of America's biggest financial frauds. Branson said a crypto spring may follow what has been a crypto winter, but that the industry that emerges is likely to have more links with traditional finance, further increasing the need for regulation. So in other words, they already see crypto being part of the new financial system. That's why regulations need to be put in place first. But you see how they push it right back to FTX and what happened there. And they have to have these regulations put in place by March, in my opinion. ISO 222 starts March 2023. At first, it's a choice of coexistence. By 2025, it will be mandatory as a business perspective. If you can get early access to a new system at lower cost of transactions while saving exponential amount of fiat, why would you wait until 2025? I feel no one's going to want to wait. Think about it. The first people that get in on ISO are going to be the way ahead as far as innovation. Say it's banks. The small banks all of a sudden can compete with the biggest banks in the world because of ISO 222. So I don't feel like we have until 2025 to get invested in the crypto. I believe if you're not invested by some point next year, you're going to be paying much higher prices for crypto, especially XRP and XLM and QNT, most likely XDC as well. So, XRP Army eager to receive verdict on Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. So these are the new dates. Ripple case with SEC to be settled in April or May, pro XRP lawyer says. As it stands, Ripple enthusiasts remain in the dark as the date for settlement is contested. XRP supporter and lawyer John Deaton says the outcome could wait until April or early May. Deaton was responding to a question at the Real Vision crypto briefing about whether a March 31st settlement date was possible. According to Deaton, March 31st would be the earliest date based on the fact that there are numerous pages of documents for the court to scrutinize before the final judgment. The lawyer said that there are 17 amicus briefs filed, making a too early settlement difficult. So it looks like maybe the case goes into April or May. I still believe it's going to end before ISO goes live. I still believe that because think about it. These banks are not going to sit on the sidelines while the rest of the world starts getting ahead of them. They're going to want to get in on this as soon as possible. They're going to want to utilize that on-demand liquidity as soon as possible. Look at Bank of America. Is Ripple ready? Swift's latest innovation targets 500 banks in 120 countries. Now, we know Ripple is tied to 40 banks right now. What this is going to come down to as far as the price of XRP is how much of Swift's business Ripple takes, how much XRP is utilized in the new system early on. That'll tell us the price of XRP and how high it can actually go. So Swift, the global financial messaging service company, unveiled the Swift Go service in July of last year, entering market competition with Ripple in low-value cross-border payments. At the time, only 7 major global banks had signed up to use the service. According to a recent Swift publication, this number has grown as much more than 500 banks in 120 countries have signed up to enable low-value payments through the Swift Go platform. Swift Go runs on Swift GPI, which combines the traditional Swift messaging and banking systems. But if we go down here and we see what's going on with Ripple, since its inception in 2012, Ripple has faced increased competition from a wide range of consortia, but it has managed to carve out a distinct niche. Ripple is the first member focused on distributed ledger technology to migrate to the ISO 222 standard in 2020. Ripple recently announced its expansion into Africa and also its first on-demand liquidity customer in France when it partnered with Lehman Way. RippleNet's annualized payment volume runs rate now exceeds $15 billion as ODL records 9x growth year over year. Ripple's ODL now supports 40 payout markets including Singapore, Malaysia, Poland, Indonesia, Thailand, and more. So I'm hoping that Ripple takes a lot of Swift's customer base. I hope that Ripple takes at least 10 to 20% of it. That would make me happy because I feel at that rate you're looking anywhere between $156 to $312 per XRP. Now, if Ripple was to take a lot more of Swift's business, definitely the price of XRP would be much higher. But the thing is, we're watching this get played out from the early stages. That's how early we are in the crypto right now. The runway for the crypto platforms that are not in compliance with U.S. standards is very, very short. Please be careful as I suspect a sweep is going to happen soon. It's been promised too many times not to be. Jim Cramer. What he's saying is meme coins are going to disappear, leaving a handful of crypto to be left, most likely utility cryptocurrencies like the ISO coins. But we all knew this long ago, and he's starting to just talk about it now. That's how far behind Jim Cramer actually is. I assume it was regarding Bank of America. So Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of payments giant Ripple, is very confident on the outcome of the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. Garlinghouse pointed out that Ripple is willing to settle with the SEC as long as the payments firm gains clarity on XRP. Bank of America is a huge partner of Ripple and ready to gain competitive advantage over peers once the lawsuit is settled. Competitive advantage. That's what it comes down to. These banks here in the U.S. are not going to sit on the sidelines while this SEC lawsuit continues on. At some point, the banks are going to get a hold of Gary and say, listen, we need this to end. We need to compete with the rest of the world. And we all know the banks really run the U.S. government. Don't stake XRP on fake Ripple site, warns XRP Ledger lead developer. Yeah, there is no XRP staking program. And we're going to see a lot of scams like this pop up over the next few months, especially if XRP starts rising in value. You got to be very safe on what you do with your wallets and what you do with your XRP. Just wait till the government seizes crypto. They're building a case slowly. Then before you know it, it seizes all of the assets will take place just like they did gold in 1933. Now, you remember this. This talks about how the government took back all the gold. Well, then this was used to show how there could be a possible XRP buyback by the government. Now it's turning into a piece of FUD that people are using against the XRP community. They're trying to say at some point the United States is going to need our XRP, so they're just going to come and take it from us. Let me tell you something. Before that happened to me, I'm moving out of the U.S. because this is a complete joke at this point. We've seen all the corruption happen at the inside the government, and they're absolutely not going to come and take your XRP. I still believe they're going to take control of the escrow, though, once this lawsuit ends. What's going to be announced in the coming days? Now, this is big. This is coming from David Schwartz. So Charles Hodgkinson said, there is no point inviting toxicity into your life. It's abusive and pointless. Even in saying it now, there are mocking baby memes. Life is too short. Move on and cut it out. XRP provides no partnership or technical value. The community is toxic and petty. I can live without it. David Schwartz answers him back with this. You may want to wait a few days. Read this tweet back and think about whether you're sure that's the combination of things you really want to say. So what's going to happen in a few days? December 15th, XRP case rumored to settle. Remember that? Didn't happen. The 16th, attorney withdraws from representing Ripple. Is her work done? Maybe the settlement has already come to a conclusion. The 19th, David tells Charles to reconsider his comments in a few days. The 22nd of this month is the 2-year anniversary of the lawsuit. On the 17th, $91 million worth of XRP is moved from wallets. On the 18th, $32 million of XRP heads to Coinbase. Maybe something big is brewing. We're going to have to wait and see, but if something happens on the 22nd and XRP absolutely skyrockets in price, that will be the greatest thing that could possibly happen, especially right around Christmas. Like I said in a previous video, all I really wanted for Christmas was this lawsuit to come to a conclusion. I wanted Ripple to win and the price of XRP to take off. Maybe it can still happen. We'll have to wait and see. But with that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.